and welcome back to another Teaching Tips with SuperCare video. Today we are looking at an activity to teach repeating patterns to our early years working level children. We're going to be looking at how we make repeating patterns, how we can encourage them to make repeating patterns, or how making marks is super important for our younger working level children. So in my task tray, I have got just some plain sheets of paper. I've got our Makaton symbols, which we've spoken about previously, about how it's important to use Makaton symbols to support communication. And I also have some PECS sentences as well. These are primarily for the adults to give them reminders of what we're learning, but lots of our young people like looking at the photos and like giving the sentence a read too. So I've also got some paint in different colours, and I've got a variety of resources, sponges, and cubes as well. If you're recreating this activity, it can be as simple as putting some toys into the tray, or some bricks, or even their fingers and toes, anything that you can use to make a mark. Now, how we would engage a child in this activity is, I would say, would you like to do some painting? And then hopefully they would come over interested and they would engage in either the brushes or the cubes. So a child may come over to this activity and simply make some marks on a piece of paper, and this is perfectly fine. As the adult, I would be guiding their learning. So as I said previously, this is a repeating patterns video. So I would be modelling circle, square, circle, square, circle, and hopefully they would pick up on my repeating patterns and they would move to do that too. It doesn't matter what patterns they're making, as long as the adult is modelling the repeating patterns, they will pick up on the concept, and hopefully after exploring this for a few minutes, they will also pick up the repeating patterns element as well. So with this activity, the adult very much models what they're doing, and the adult uses their vocabulary to explain the activity. I can extend this activity by saying, oh, can we do red, purple, purple, red, and adding that 3-step repeating pattern, or I can keep it super, super simple. So this is definitely an activity you can spread and you can extend with the child as they grow. A way that we can extend this activity further and add a little bit of a scaffold is with cards like these. So these are just little snakes and they have the colours on. So this is a great guide. I might give this to a child and say, can you make a green and red pattern? This again adds another visual element to our activity and means it's super easy for them to know exactly what the expectation is. Some of our young people here even like painting directly onto these. So once a child's really confident with this repeating pattern activity, I would do more consolidation activities just to support them to really understand this skill. I would be extending patterns and even taking it outside as well. So using sticks and leaves to create repeating patterns is a great way to take this activity outside, giving them chalk, asking them to draw shapes. So here we made a colour pattern, but this can very easily also be a shape pattern with circle and square. So we're extending that learning and adding in them shape names as well, which our young people can always use the exposure for. So in this video, we have focused on a repeating pattern activity. I have talked through some different ways we can extend this activity. I've talked through how we can scaffold this activity for our young people, and I've demonstrated how I would verbally scaffold a child and support them in engaging this activity. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and keep following as we have more videos like this on the way.